Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tech Talk. All right, I am super excited to dig into memberships with you guys today. Really excited. We got a new workbook format. We're really nerding out so that it's going to be easy to follow trainings so that you guys can actually leverage what we're teaching you, which is exciting, right? Yeah. All right. So, first off, right? I want to thank everybody. I know this morning was crazy. Time zone changes got me a little bit wonky bats, and I went live an hour ago, and it took me 5 minutes to realize that. So, welcome to the Neurospicy Show, folks. So, today we're going to be digging into everything that makes up membership courses, right? First of all, I want to know who here has or has thought about a course, a program, membership area. They go by many names. It's all the same thing, right? So let me know in the comments if you have one, if you've thought about one, and what are you training on? Like, what is the topic? Also, a little gratuitous market yourself in the comments so people know what you do, right? Because we want to engage and connect with other humans because we're on social media and that's what social media is for, right? And a bit of housekeeping before we dig in, while you guys let me know about where you're at and what kind of courses you guys have, is a little housekeeping. So right now, we've had a lot of folks say they love these trainings, they love the workbooks. It's hard to keep up with the videos. So now we're offering a $27 a month subscription to our Tech Training Vault. That'll get you access to all the workbooks and all the videos we do here, which is pretty exciting. So if you want more info, comment Vault. Also, a few folks had questions about my program, which is now called the Nerdly Social Systems Accelerator, which is $4.97 a month, and that includes your group track and high-level subscription. So really, if you pay annually, it's $5K, so it's only $117 a month for my program, which is crazy cheap. And more about that at the end, because there's a strategy behind all that. So, who's ready to dig into memberships? Woo! All right. So before we dig into building your course, let's address the challenges you face in this new course, the pre-course phase, right? Oh, and who wants to take a look at the workbook? And per usual, if you want the workbook, comment workbook, and we will get that over to you. All right. Over here. Okay, great. Wonderful. So look at that. Look how pretty we are. Like, we're real humans. So we're going to dig into, and can I make this? Oop, nope. I want to make it smaller. Okay, great. So digging in here, right? It's been a crazy morning. Just need to calm myself down. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that you know and love that I'm neurospicy and sometimes just need a second. All right. So, before you build out the course, you have to decide what tech platform you're going to be on. Do you have the time, mental energy, and bandwidth to learn a new tool and understand the hurdles that you're up against, right? Let me know if that's something that you've experienced, right? Buying another tool to host your course, learning it all, building each piece from scratch. And we haven't even gotten to the part where you have to actually market and sell your program. P.S. If you want to know more about that, check out the training from the other week for the Ultimate Funnel Training. So let's dive into the course creation process itself, right? So let's do here. Oh yeah, look at that. And then can I do? Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see this okay? Hopefully, yes. And I can make this a little bit bigger. Right? So we got to understand the problems, right? You have buying the tool, all that. Now you have to have your clients actually access the tool. How many times, let me show of hands in the comments, how many times have you had clients say, oh, yes, I actually just put some frankincense under my tongue right before we went live. How many times have you had someone reach out and be like, hey, I forgot my password. Can you reset my password? Or where do I go? How do I access this? And that's just the minutia of like silly nonsense like this, right? Now that we have the course, they have to actually access it, right? So one of the real big things on why membership courses are so effective for client retention, right, is that by providing the ongoing, oh, sorry, I skipped a section. It's been a day. Welcome, guys. If you're new, welcome. This is me. So now the course creation process. You've poured your heart and soul into crafting this valuable content, right? Let me do this. Doing too many things at one time, brain can't focus on it. So I'm going to talk, and then you guys want the lead magnet. It's pretty rad. I put a lot of effort into that. It's training. It's great. You'll love it. You poured your heart and soul into creating this valuable content. But what happens when your clients fail to engage or complete the program? It's disheartening, to say the absolute least. And even more so, like, now you've sold someone something and they're not able to get the results. So you're not able to get testimonials. You're not able to get social proof. And all of these things actually help you sell the program, right? Because we eventually want to have our audience so super fans of us that they are selling our stuff for us, right? Because that social proof goes a long way. Talk more about that in a minute. So with a membership course, by providing this ongoing value, fostering a sense of community, offering exclusive perks, you can transform your client experience and keep them coming back for more. But don't just take my word for it, right? Like, we're going to dig into the strategies that will make your membership course a full-on success and keep your clients coming back and engaging for more, right? So let's go into, all right, I have a screen sharing. I can do this. I can do hard things. That's right. All right. So now we're talking about actually having it so that your clients will actually engage, right? That we have consumable and comprehensible content, right? How many times have you guys bought a program and the entire course is just an hour-long Zoom meeting, right? Let me know in the comments if you paid good money for a program and the entire program is just recorded live calls, right? That is so, like, to me, right? Like, I'm neurospicy and we always build our content so that everybody can understand it, right? I don't want to just be like, oh, here's my long form video. Hope that works for you, right? And then they got to search through all that to be able to find that one piece that they're looking for, right? We want them to be able to consume, comprehend, and execute what we're teaching them. Because if they can't execute it, then there's a problem somewhere, and you're not actually delivering the transformation that you've sold them on, right? So ensuring your course is comprehensible and consumable, tracking engagement, collecting client feedback. We've curated a comprehensive toolkit that's going to help you succeed, right? We've really mapped out all of the, what do you need to include for your clients to have success with your course, right? Leveraging the right automations, fostering community engagement, and delivering value consistently to your members, right? Like, what do they get for staying on? Do they get discount? You could have discounts to you, additional content, access to resources like yourself, right? Having a clear onboarding process. This, folks. All right. So this was a thing that I totally didn't realize. Yes, exactly. Okay. So there's a link you can click in the description so I can see who this is, because I want to give you props, because this is exactly it. They sometimes need the help to get this done. And if you know that, then that needs to be in your program. And if say you have a low ticket program and you need this accountability, maybe not everybody does. You can upsell to that, right? And you don't need to be the cheapest guy on the block. You need to be the most effective one on the block, because the effective coaches, people are going to pay you more, right? People will pay more if they can see and they believe that by joining your program, that they're going to get the results that everyone is talking about, right? Let anyone who's been in the Profitable Pipelines program, you know that Jenna gives, hey, you want to come check it out? Come sit in. Because the entire group will sell them on joining the program, right? You want your clients to be raving fans of you, because that's social proof. I could have the worst sales pitch in the world. If everybody around me is telling you how awesome it is to work with me, are you going to be super worried that my sales pitch wasn't super great? Or are you going to be like, oh, well, that's just not a skill you're great at right now. And everybody else says that they're getting results from working with you. So I'm going to believe that, right? That onboarding is so crucial, though. Setting expectations. And for those of you who know me, know that this is like the biggest pet peeve ever. If you don't set expectations, you cannot expect people to know what to do. And I mean from A to Z. That you need to be able to have, like, where do I go? What do I click? What do I type in? Easy ways for them to reset their passwords. Like, tell them in advance, if you ever need to reset your password, this is how you go. All of these things, like, if you have a solid onboarding process, your clients will forgive so much because they already have that know, like, trust factor. They believe you because you have shown them, look at this thing. Fun fact, I only realized recently, because a client that was going through our VIP onboarding. Yeah, so apparently clients, you guys might like to use our onboarding funnel to onboard your own clients. So that's going to be going out soon. It's funny how I don't see I don't see the use case sometimes because I'm so in my zone. And I was like, what, you want this? What do you want this for? She's like, onboarding new team members and making sure they know how we do things. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. Little switcheroo of a couple videos and you got it all done. So, all right, back to training. Okay. So, collecting data using client assessments to gauge comprehension, right? And that could be anything from, like, submit a loom or answer questions, right? Having something to verify that they understand the thing is crucial, right? Especially if you're going to be offering some sort of certification, something that says, I certify that they know how to do XYZ, right? Having clear calls to action in your modules, right? An action for them to take to reinforce what they just learned, to build confidence, and because they need to have that kinetic piece, right? You need to have a kinetic like a physical action. They have to do something with what they just learned to reinforce all those bits and pieces, right? All that needs to be reinforced into what they're doing, right? Like, have you ever gone, like, I know we've got a football coach here, right? Do you guys talk through, here's what this play is, and then never practice it? No. If you learn a new thing, you've got to practice it right away so that you can build up the muscle memory, get your body used to it, get your mind used to it, right? All right. And then where people get stuck, like, they don't even know where to start, right? You got to test it. You got, you don't know how to track data or what data you want to track, right? Right. It's the worst when you come in and it's just an hour-long video. That is not, now, like, I do love my like live trainings, right? Like, there's so much you get about being there live, the energy, the vibe, the collaboration. It's totally a thing. However, if I'm just watching, like, I'm going through a program, I need to learn something. I don't want to just watch this experience. I'm not part of that at this point, right? So here are the next steps, right? So we went through, let me stop sharing. Okay. So we went through the pre-course issues. We went through building out the membership course. What are the things you need to keep in mind? tracking your course, tracking completion, sending out reminders. And if you're ready to, I'm making sure that you're actually building a community around it. Like that is the biggest thing. Building a community around. Thanks. I love vote of confidence, you guys. You're the best. You're the best. So if you want the workbook, comment workbook, and I'm gonna dig into what it looks like. What are our different options to work with us these days, right? So if you're interested, you can sign up for a trial of Nerdly, and you can explore our pre-bid funnels, automations, and everything that's already in there. Right? We have a done for you VIP setup. If you don't want to deal with all the setup, you just send us your info and we build it out for you. And if you're craving more guidance and support, you can join the Social System Accelerator coaching membership for weekly coaching and a supportive community. Right? So I will be moving myself out. Nerd Herders will be running the open offices, which is awesome because they're the ones who are they're the ones who are going to be able to guide you on those bits of day-to-day stuff. And if you really want to nerd out, and as I develop new things, it'll be shipped into your account, and it's going to be awesome. Because we're going to be able to leverage all the cool tools we have in Nerdly, because we have a full Ferrari over here, folks. Right? And if you're worried about, oh yeah, also, if you want to know more about our onboarding funnel, comment onboarding, and we'll follow up with you on that. So yes, we have workbook for the workbook, onboarding if you want to know more about our onboarding funnel. Like we sell this to agencies for getting their people onboarded with high level. I just failed to think of, oh yeah, if I swap out the videos, I bet anyone can use this for onboarding to anything. And trial if you want to get a trial, or just go to nerdly.io, or find your favorite affiliate and go get some extra bonus when using their link. And if you want to know more about the accelerator, comment accelerator, and we'll be getting you guys info on that. Awesome. I'm excited. I hope you guys learned a bit today, right? We're using pipelines to track people through our program, right? You need to be able to know where, okay, look at me going back into more training again. I'm really excited about this workbook. It's going to be super handy for getting your program built and off the ground, right? Because getting it built is just part of it. Then you got to market it, you got to sell it, you got to make sure people are engaging and learning and moving forward. And that is absolutely crucial when it comes to a membership course as a client retention. Right now, if you're just using a membership course as like, oh, great, I've got this Evergreen thing, as whether it's a lead magnet or whatever, that's total different use case. However, a lot of the same principles will still apply, right? Having a pipeline to know where in your program are they, right? If they're still stuck on like section 1, we got to make sure we get them moving, right? And if they just like cram through everything really fast, that person's hungry. Maybe we also need to talk to them about like what it would look like to, work with you more, because they're clearly hungry for your content. So all of this stuff is bits that can be automated and tracked so that your system is working for you, right? If your system isn't tracking all this stuff for you, then have a trial of Nerdly. It's going to change your life. I promise. I'm really excited about this. We're going to be digging into this more next week for those that are going to opt into the accelerator. I'm really, really excited about this. This has been a long time coming. I've been pretty self-conscious. So yeah. And I'll be here again next week. If you guys have questions about this topic, please just let me know in the comments, right? Like I want to make sure that we're helping you guys move forward in whatever way we can, because really these memberships, helping someone else, you have so much value in right between your ears, right in your head, that you need to get out there, and you can help so many people in whatever it is you're teaching them. You're going to be helping them. And that's what I truly love. I love making sure that you guys can be focused on your zone of genius and let us deal with all the back end techie nonsense. We'll teach you for sure, there is going to get to a point where you're like, yeah, cool. I believe you. I'm glad. I'm going to go just be a coach and have you guys handle all the back end. So, and if you're an agency who is interested in like what can Nerdly do for me, just come an agency and we'll reach out to you because we do have some pretty rad agency services and tools that we work with that can be super helpful, right? And if you guys remember the training we did about the chatbot the other week, you can take that chatbot and have it live inside your course. So now talk about a value add program, right? Where you have this beautiful course that you're able to track their progression. If they have questions, they can ask this AI help bot. You have quick links to be able to book a paid call, to join your social community, right? Talk about a white glove membership area. That I gotta tell you, if I walked into a course that had all of that, I would be absolutely blown away and be like, this person knows exactly what they're doing. All right. It was super fun nerding out with you guys, and sorry about my time being off. Time zones, they're weird. And I will see you nerds next week. Later, nerds.